Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming, playing Disciples Liberation as normal. With this game at least, I'm picking up from exactly where I left off. Firstly, this is the character screen, and as you can see, it's giving you all the different items you can equip. Most of them are self-explanatory really. That's a spell book which I've shown you. You've got different swords. Any swords you pick up will appear here, or if you buy ones, and you can check which ones are the best to equip. Again, as usually in various games, they have different gradings, different colours. I think purple is usually epic, it is in this game, and these common ones and rare ones and then you've got other items, boots and things to wear, which are all obvious. Helmets, and doesn't show your helmet on you, which I think is a good move. I think there's no game where I like seeing a helmet on a character because it kind of spoils the immersion, because you can't see the person in general anyway. This one is shards, which I haven't explained yet. So you can equip a shard, and as you can see they have different effects. That one gives you 10 experience. That one gives you 10 unholy damage, that one gives you 2 critical, and you won't know, I mean it will depend on what attacks you use, which of these things will be better. You can spend a while, and you're quite welcome to do it, and it's quite a good thing to do, to work out which character, you can't equip these to the random troops you pick up, or the mercenary ones. You can equip them to your characters, either the main story characters or the other characters you meet along the way. And you can easily go through each character and work out, well, that one does unholy damage, so that would be a good thing for that character, and that these other various shards for virtually every kind of damage you can have, physical and burning and but for the moment, experience would seem the shard to go for, because that's obvious. And if you don't want to go through all these things all the time, then obviously you just add the experience ones or the critical hit ones, which are what they are. They're obvious. There's a skill tree, which I don't think I've really shown you. There it is, and we've got 7 points, and you have various skills in different things. I'm not going to try Nephilim, yes, which is various kind of magical, not magical because magic's there, but they're other kind of non-physical related skills, let's say. Many are kind of like to do with being undead or those kind of things, vampirism, but they're all different. Then you've got the magic ones, which again, some of them are locked to start with, some are locked and you need to go through various things to unlock them. Some start locked, and then you've got the normal combat one. So again, we've got 7 points, and it's hard when you start a game to know what you're going to be doing, what you're going to want to level up with. So I will just level up with the ones that are kind of basic, because we all know that in every game virtually where there's any kind of combat, you will use combat, even if you've got the greatest magical and undead and vampiristic skills imaginable. At some point, combat is what you're going to do somewhere, somehow, because there'll be some enemy you can't manage to defeat any other way, or you haven't got time to use your magic, or you'll run out of mana, or you'll have to recharge your mana, or you'll have a cooldown. So combat is the safest one to go for until you kind of get going. So that's that. Okay, so back in the game, there we are. I decided, let me show you, I think I've showed this last time anyway. In the journal, you can go through the different things you've got. That's our main quest, go to the Holy Prior. Then we've got this side quest, which is death and taxes, confront the Reaper. That sounds like fun. And we've got this one, which is the one we kind of just did at the end of the last game, where we started, where we met Corsandri and Corsandri, yeah, that's her name. And Just sounded like I was saying it wrong. Probably I am. And she wants to find out why there's a plague. That sounds like a good thing to do. Also, it's a character quest, so it's good to do that. Anyway, so we're going to do that. And all you do is, if you want to do it, just track it, and then it'll show you where that is. So we know, and there you go. It's showing us to go down there. That looks like a fun place. So yeah, you can switch around. I would advise having, like I said, having gone back in Quest later on after I started this game in my own playthrough, I would advise you to try and deal with the side quest and the companion quests in a seamless fashion. And what I mean by that is, while you're on the level and when they appear, try to do them reasonably at the same time. There's no point in going through the main quest and then coming back, because they'll just be boring, because you'll be over leveled. So try and do them as quickly as you can. You can still do, you know, other bits and pieces, and you can do a bit of the main quest, but don't leave them, which is what I did, kind of because I hadn't really been paying attention. I was kind of enjoying the game for the gameplay and the story, and I wasn't really thinking about some of the side quests, and I suddenly thought, oh look, I've got a whole heap of side quests I've not done, and I kind of went back just to get them out of the way. Anyway, so here we are in the Church of the High Father, which, yeah, you can see there's an altar thing, and there's someone there. She's not got the double sword, so that means it's not a straight up battle, so it's going to be a kind of either a battle, or it's going to be someone explaining what we need to do to start a battle, I'm going to guess. So one seems particularly less hostile of all the priestesses. I don't know why priestesses would be hostile anyway. I mean, And there's our friend, that's Mother Jahan. She's the holiest woman in the Empire and the most lethal. She sounds charming. I think I actually dated her once. And it makes our friend Cassandra nervous. I'm going to keep saying that in a different way, and one day I'll get it right. So there you go, she's quite happy to see us, that's nice. Yes, exactly, it's nice to meet someone who doesn't want to kill us straight away. Oh, okay, maybe she will. Oh, that's a bit harsh. I mean, you know, we're a sinner, but I mean, we've killed some people, but we kind of did it to do the right thing, and who's not a sinner? And that's a bit judgmental, to be honest, but I know she's a mother and a thing, but that's a bit of it's not a good opening dialogue to someone you don't know who you might want to help you. Oh, that's nice. We may redeem ourselves. Let me guess, by helping you? Yeah, of course. So if you can't get people to worship her gods, blah blah blah, unless you aid me. So yeah, we're a sinner, but we can redeem ourselves by aiding her. That's just typical. Yeah, she wants us to kill some people, so we're a sinner because we've done bad stuff, but as long as we kill some people for her, that will redeem us. So yeah, right. Unfortunately, history's full of people who said things like that. And we'll get rewarded. Well, we don't really want to leave them be. Not that I've got anything against the worshippers, and I don't really like her because she was kind of a bit rude to start with, and not very pleasant, and she wants us to do something for her as well, which is even more annoying that she started off by telling us we're a sinner. But we will help her because it's a quest for our companion. And we get rewarded handsomely. Actually, the rewards in this game for doing quests are okay, but you can get as much stuff by going around and liberating those mines and those lumber mills and finding things in the missions. You don't need to get rewards from people, they're never anything amazing. You might get an item, which might be useful, but where are the holy sites? That's always good to know. Call it much holy. Where is it? South east, the temple of Solonil. Draws power from the dead goddess, like it would. And to the west is the worshippers of Galleon. They defile their lands with carnal worship. Sounds unpleasant. And the third is the shrine of the unholy brethren. Spreads its insidious corruption to Port Grimard. Can you tell me about the worshippers? Well, we're going to kill them, I don't really care. Why do it now? You're not here to take this one side but 3 all at the same time. Why? Yes, thanks. Now you see we're clever. See, we work these things out. You said 3, so we want to know why 3. 3 sites engaged in the binding of the Trinity. I do not want the ritual completed. Probably does something bad. How do you know about me? Yeah, how do you know about me? And my name. Oh, that's very random and obtuse. Okay, so she knows about me and I'm a sinner, but she's not going to tell me why. But she wants me to go and kill some people, so fantastic. So there you go, we've got to go and do some bad stuff. I wonder if any of it's, is it down here? Oh, okay, let's just fight these things, whatever they are. And like I said, and this shows you well, which is one of the reasons I did that, you can sometimes retreat from a battle, and I will retreat just to show you. So you retreat, and you'll need to kind of run away, because if you go back, and you get involved in the battle again. So for example, if you were trying to get past an army, and you retreat, and then you think you'll just kind of go around, and they run at you and engage you again, you can't retreat twice, so it is what it is. So we'll have to fight them. I'll just check if we've got any other people, which we haven't, so we haven't got any other people to add, but that's fine. Yeah, it's what it is, so let's just do it. So yeah, always be aware. I mean, it won't matter when you're on easy, difficult. When it will matter is if you've got a situation which happens where you're somewhere like in a dungeon, and sometimes in these dungeon areas there's quite a lot of battles actually, a lot of different fights, and you'll find that there'll be times, it happens, doesn't matter what level you're on, whether you're low level or high levels, where too many of your party are injured and there's no way of healing them all, or some will be killed. And then what will happen is you'll want to complete the mission while you're down there. You don't want to come back out and go back to Yilian and get new mercenaries or new troops, but you won't want to fight anyone because you haven't got enough people that are healthy or alive even. And then you'll be trying to creep past an army to just get to that final thing, and you'll end up having to engage them because you can't creep past an army more than once. Sometimes you can't at all, by the way. Sometimes there's no retreat option at all. So we're here, there's usual options of things you can pick up. That's a bad one. Blinded, that's going to be a bad one, you can tell. Silenced, that one is resilient, that'd be good. This one is strong, which we'll definitely take when we get the chance. As you can see in all these battles, and this is like a dungeon area, it's quite a nice looking dungeon actually, the enemies don't always come from straight in front. There's often battles, I'd say maybe a third of them, where they come from both sides, which is different, it's good, it changes things up. But then you've just got to be aware that obviously they're both sides of you, and you know that, for example, that orb of power, which would be normally behind us and they'd all be over here, for example, now they're there, so it's near them, so we don't want to let them have it. So we will do our guy's disappearing thing as usual. I don't think we'll put him on the orb of, what's that one? I can't remember. Orb of resilience. Yeah, okay. You see me? Oh, we went through that. That's what you get. Sometimes, that's a good example actually, again, sometimes you won't think, like I just didn't, and you'll see something, whether it's a person to attack or a thing to get to or a place you want to be, and you won't think about what's in between. And yeah, he ran through that negative one, but anyway. So now we'll use her. We'll definitely take her to the one where it says strength, and then let's see what we've got in here. And we've got more spells now, so we want to see what. You see we've got quite a few now, and these things can be really useful. You will absolutely 100% in almost every battle, once you've got quite a few spells, use some of these. You'll use the healing ones, you'll use the attack ones, the defensive ones, but you will be using these often. And it's always good when you've got your spell book full of the ones you can use in the battle, to keep checking on new ones or changing up your spell book to ones you really want to use. There'll be ones that sound good and you'll find that you don't particularly want to use them. Okay, we can do that on ourselves.
You're done.
Now it's their turn, they'll shoot us a bit. Like I said, it's always good as soon as you get the chance to get a good batch of these. At the beginning you'll just be getting these basic Imperial soldiers, because they're useful as kind of tanks or frontline. They're not tanks in the context that they're not super strong, but they're good to just be frontline, and basically they take a lot of damage, or not a lot of damage, but they'll take the damage that your more important characters would be taking. And unfortunately in real life as well in the war, that's what the basic troops end up doing. So we'll go there and we'll hit him because he's flanked. Then we'll get our back line, we'll shoot some green goo at him, so he's going to be really bad off. But like I said, the AI in this game is good. They regularly do different things that you can't quite expect. We're going to go there, that's bad. So you have to kind of, and they always do relatively sensible things. You don't really get suicidal AI in this, or people that just stand and get killed or do something idiotic. They usually are pretty smart. So what can she do? I've forgotten what her abilities are. So she's got a strike thing. Actually, I'd rather hit these priestess ones, because what will happen is, cause as with her, as with them, when anyone's got a healing ability, they'll keep healing up their injured troops. So you kind of need to give them a bit of damage as well. So they have to heal themselves, basically, rather than heal other people. I mean, you can see this isn't like a gimme battle. I mean, it might not be, we might not win. It's not a gimme. So, the reason we have that little, you can see there where he is, his second ability is like blocked out, because we've, I think it's because we went over that square and we got silenced actually. But anyway, so we kind of will go here.
You mess with us, you mess with me.
So I think if we go here. Apparently something that happened to us meant we can't move. There's so many of these different abilities or things that happen, blinded, and different things that happen to you when you get hit by different people's things. There's one that means you're confused, there's one when you're stunned. There's so many that you won't always remember which ones happened to you and why you can't move, but apparently we can't move. So we will see if we can do any of these, and we haven't got enough mana, or either that or we haven't got the ability, or we haven't got enough mana actually, that's why we can't do those. So we will do that, because that will kill him. So even though we couldn't move anywhere, at least we could do something, and that's about all we can do. But we killed someone, that's enough. Haven't got much choice here. Because once that one moves, there won't be anywhere else to go. That's all he can do, really. You can see the back line. I mean, this is just like a basic back line, and they're useful. So healing. So I want her to heal those, because that's more important. Her attack, I mean, and you get that with some of the characters which are more healing based, their attacks aren't fantastic. So her attack's not amazing, so there wasn't much point in her firing magic at somebody. So now we're a lot better. I think we would do better. Whatever we do, we're going to have to do one move somewhere, but we're not near for anybody else to hit them, so we'll just hit him. Same him. And we'll kill that one, which is good. Actually, I'd like to hit her, because what can end up happening is these healing units that don't do much damage, they'll end up running around after you've killed everybody else. Presumably we kill everybody else, they'll run around healing themselves, and it's quite annoying. Okay, so she's got green goo, that's good. I think we sort of like to kill him a bit, and we'll also kill her a bit. That's good. You might have noticed that during this, one of our soldiers got killed, and I knew they were going to die when I used her to heal the other characters, but it is what it is. You can't save everybody, so let's heal.
Feel the snake bite.
He might end up dying actually, but
Feel my blade bite.
I don't know if we can use any. No, we haven't got enough mana, so we'll try and kill him. That's annoying. Sometimes you have to kind of work out what might happen next, so I'm going to put her here.
Let's move.
Yeah, okay, well, it is what it is. When your main characters, not just yourself, but your other story characters die, they die in the battle, but they'll come back, with no health. So you'll have to either wait for them to heal, or you'll have to find a healing fountain, but they're fine, they will come back. Other characters die, they don't come back. And that counts also for the, kill him. That counts also for the kind of secondary characters you meet that aren't main story characters, they also die. So be very wary of that actually, because that can make quite a difference. She hasn't really got a good attack, but she can't do much else, so we might as well kill him. Yeah, that'll make quite a difference. So if you've got a character you meet, and there are a few, there are actually quite a lot, that aren't main story characters, and you'll know that because when you have that set up for battle, they'll be not in the bottom line, they'll be just along with your soldiers and mercenaries. They can die, and if they die for good. So if you find one that you like, it's one I like a lot actually, that I use loads, then you will not want them to get killed. And once they're dead, they're dead. You can't bring them back. So as you can see, this is not a gimme battle. And the back line helps because of the fact that that guy's shooting green goo at that annoying priestess who's healing them. I mean, now from how this is, we ought to be okay.
You're done.
But we'll probably need to kill these healing ones. I think we need to kill her, actually. We won't kill her with this, but she's low on health, and if we keep chasing around with that soldier, we're going to get her in the end. Same. We need to kill their healing ones, because while they've got those, they can heal themselves. They can heal this remaining archer. He's not an archer, but whoever he is, he's got a bow. So to me, he's an archer. But you can see these healing ones run away a lot. They stay right out the back and they keep running away. And as you can see, that's annoying, because whatever happens now, we're going to have to chase down these people. Later on, when you have, well, not just later on, but if you have someone who's got range, good range, you can kill them with that. But we haven't. I'm going to have to kill this one because the priestess is too far anyway. So. But ideally what you want, I mean, you can see it's happening to her, what you want are those abilities. The best things you can get, unless you've got some amazing attack, is the things that inflict ongoing damage, like that green goo the zombie shoots. He's going to do it again now, so there you go. These things that keep killing characters over many turns, they're very, very useful. So... Now she missed, so that's not good, but anyway. She's still dying, and she can keep healing herself, but because her attack's not very good, even against that soldier she's going to struggle, and that zombie's going to keep firing green goo. She's going to fire at them, but again their attack's not good, so you have to play on the fact their attack's poor. I need to kill this archer. He's demoralised, that's good. Apparently, whatever they've done to him, he can't move, so that's not great. And he hasn't got any other ability that he can use, so I tell you what, he'll just stand there. They'll shoot her again, and at some point she might just die from whatever's wrong with her now. Okay, we will... Because she missed, which is just fantastic. She's missed both times with her first attack. Anyway, what will probably happen if they kill him? They kill him. That's nothing I can do. Once we've killed that archer, the two priestesses, although they'll be annoying to kill, they won't have the ability to kill us because they're not very strong in attack. So that's going to be the kind of gist of our plan. He's going to have to go there to kill her a bit more, because there's no point in running around. She can have two, maybe only one here, I can't remember. She get one or two. I think later on she gets two, but anyway.
Let's move.
And go there, so we can kind of flank that one a bit. See, she keeps healing herself, and the only saving grace in that is that she doesn't have an attack that's very useful. And now we're green gooing him, so we've just really got to try and kill... Oh, that's good. So, that is just great. I don't think we can kill her from over there, no. But that's just great, so we'll bring her there. She's got that healing thing, see if that soldier survives another turn we can heal, and now she'll have to move because she's too far away. So she can stand in the corner healing herself, but that's only going to do her so much good because that's a bit useless if you can't do much else, so we need to go after her.
Quickly.
The other one we've got.
Moving.
Okay, she's going to fire at the soldier again. No, she's not, she's healed herself, okay.
Wear them down.
You can see how it can become this kind of attritional thing where you hit them, she heals, you hit them, and because the soldier's not got an amazing attack and she's poisoned, it becomes much of a muchness. So what we'll do now, we'll heal us. Yeah, she can do something, but it's not going to do. And then run away, yeah. And again, the back line really helps because we've got that guy
Holding the line.
shooting. We'll wear her down in the end because there's going to be a limit to how many times she can keep healing. And this one, because our main character's got a better strike,
You're done.
then that's going to do quite a lot. So that one's still dying. She'll either attack the soldier, but again, so you can see she's not doing much damage. So she'll die in the end. They'll both die then. We've won this battle, but it just takes a long time with these not very good attack units that will actually kill her. Yay, he said. So that's dead. That's also good because it means that our backline only has one person to kind of concentrate on. So now we have to run all the way as far as we can this way to get to where she is. We'll just keep hitting them. Backline will go there so we get them behind. The backline will fire a green goo thing. So that's another thing. And now it's just a question of time. This is the first battle I've played on these videos where it's kind of gone like this, because often you get battles that are relatively quick, and they usually are. I would say the exception are these kind of early battles where you don't have any overridingly strong units, especially not ranged units, and they have these healing units, these priestesses, which don't keep healing themselves basically. So they're not going to kill us, but we have to run around in what seems forever killing them. As you can see, you end up running because one's gone one side, one's gone the other side. You have to run literally across the whole of the dungeon just to get to them. But even with the backline firing that, and even with everybody else doing everything, it takes a while, and it's moderately frustrating. Later on, when you've got much better ranged units, it'll be easier to kill these things at a distance. When we've got a whole host of mana for our main character Aviana, it's easier to kill these things. We can use spells from distance, but at the moment, it's just how it pans out in this. She's nearly dead. I would say this is her last. She won't get another turn. Doesn't really matter where he goes because
Breaking the line.
the backline one will fire, and that should be it, I think. Yeah. that felt like a battle. So we've got a headband and some gold, which is all good. One guy died. We could go back and recruit more, we probably will. And yeah, that was a different kind of battle because number one, all the enemy were not in one line of sight, they were all around us, so that's one thing. And secondly, we had to fight these kind of healing enemies that don't do much damage but are very, very annoying to kill. And by definition, they make everybody annoying to kill because then they're healing up the other people before they're healing themselves, and then they heal themselves once the other guys are dead. So I think what we'll do now is we'll just pop back to Ilion like you because, as I said, it's always good. We don't necessarily need one more sold. I think we probably do actually, because as I said, what happens is sometimes in a game you'll end up with quite, I don't know what these battles are, there's 3 different places you've got to fight. I'm not sure how that pans out. I'm not sure if getting there means any other battles or we just go straight to the place and fight a battle. I'm not sure what kind of healing there is there. So as I said, it's always best to assume you're going to fight quite a few battles and have enough people in your army. Always gather resources if you come back. There may not be many, but there's no loss to gather them, and then you've got them and you haven't got to worry about it next time. Well, you will, but then you don't have to worry about having too many. So we'll pick up a couple more units. We'll get one of those. We've got one on our back line, but those are useful because they heal as well. The damage they do isn't amazing. It's only level tier 1, so of course it isn't, but they're useful. And you'll find, if you look at the bit where it says AP and leadership cost is important because you have a limited amount of leadership cost. So these units that are only limited cost 10, if they have a particularly useful ability, and these heal, these ones for example, that's quite useful to have a couple of these for like 20 leadership cost. I'll actually get another one. Buy one, get one, not free, but anyway. And then the other thing we'll do is get, again, these soldiers are just 10. They don't, as you've seen, they're not amazing. They don't do any amazing damage, but they're cheap. We've got 12,000 in money. I can't remember what else is in the other ones. There's a zombie. No, I don't really want that. Here, what's the one here? A possessed. I will get that one just because it will show you something different if we use that one in the battle. And like I said, it never hurts to have too many because you'll go through some of these, even when you get, it doesn't matter what level you're on, you'll go through some of these basic units as almost cannon fodder often. So because you'll be trying to keep your main characters alive and in play, and the other named characters that aren't your main characters, you'll be trying to keep them alive, so you'll use them quite often. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'll come back and we'll search out maybe not all of those 3 places, maybe, depends how long the first one takes, but we'll do another mission in those places in the next video. But anyway, thanks for watching, and you take care. Bye for now.